Can you, what is this? How do I work your phone? It's too complicated.
There's literally a power button. And
I tried clicking it, but it didn't work for me. Shut up. Hey creatives, welcome back to our channel, Writing to Riches. We've missed you, but we've been incredibly busy trying to juggle reality and the lives of our characters in the world we've created. I'm JD Quinn, in case you didn't know.
And I'm DS Walls.
Now you know, and we've got news for you.
You've been hired, and you didn't even know it. Today in our video, we're going to talk about how writing is a full-time job and what that full-time job requires of you. The first thing is
writing. Who would have guessed it?
I wouldn't have.
Me either. So you have to carve out an entire writing schedule. And then you carve out the schedule and you think it's going to be enough, and then you start realizing that you're reaching those deadlines and you're reaching them kind of easily, and then you're like, hey, I can make more time for writing. And then you carve out more schedule and you start to feel guilty for not reaching those deadlines. Or if you have writer's block, you're not writing for 3 weeks because nothing is coming to you and you don't want to push it, then you feel guilty for that. And the worst part about this job is that it all falls back on you because there's no team.
That's very true. And on top of that, if you're part of any type of writing platform, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, the writing community on Twitter is amazing. Shout out to you guys. Or if you're on a Facebook writing group, you're going to start comparing yourself to other writers and how quickly they're able to complete things, which ends up resulting in you feeling inadequate. But just remember, you're still doing your job, which is writing. Which brings us to the second thing that is your job, which is research. We've touched base a little bit on this about the research you need to do, but we're not just talking about showing versus telling or how many words should be in your book based on your genre. We're talking about gaining inspiration from TV shows you watch, from the people in your life, just researching different things in regard to your book.
Yes, and researching, you have to carve out a different specific time than your writing, because you can't put it into your writing, otherwise you're cutting into your writing time and you're not doing your first job. So researching is its own entity in itself, and it takes up so much time and it's so important, and you can't really cut corners with it. It's honestly monumental to whatever you're writing, and like she said, it's not just words or something that you're like Googling, it's literally like real life research.
Yeah, research on your characters, your tropes, things like that, just specifically to your book.
Yes.
Okay.
Numero tres. Posting schedule. This is my favorite thing. It's really not. I hate it. Building your platform.
Mm-hmm.
So this is literally, you have to have Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. This is from our research that we've learned that writers kind of like build their brand. And through this, you're using these platforms, and you have to have a posting schedule because they all have algorithms, which I was like, what the hell is that? Because I was so mad. So they all have algorithms, and I just found out the other day, after I've been doing this for like 2 months, that it's not even just daily, it's like certain specific times are included in the algorithm, which
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Then my algorithm's been fucked since day one.
Yeah, me too. Our good friend Emily told me that, especially on Instagram. And it's between like 10 and 4 because that's when like people get off work and people over here do this and the East Coast is over here. Like, I don't know.
Honestly, as a writer, Instagram's not really helpful to you anyway. You should be focusing on Twitter because the writing community on Twitter is amazing.
Again, shout out.
Yeah. So yes, building your platform, it's really important because whether you're going to go the traditional publishing route or if you're going to go the self-publishing route, you are going to have to market your book, because this is the biggest way that it'll be heard. Like, you don't want to base it off of what the marketing team for the publishing company you're with is doing, because you might not be their number one priority, or they may not be putting a lot of money into it. And if you are self-publishing, then you are the only person who is working on promoting your book. So it's really important that you build up your platform even before your book is released, so that it has somewhere to start and it has somewhere to go. So that is a huge part of the job. I would say that's even second to writing, is building up that platform, because building up that platform helps you with number 4, which is self-promotion. So you can do self-promotion through things like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook ads we found really helpful so far with our channel. But you can also do it through writing other content. For instance, myself, I'm on 2 other podcasts. They're not out yet, but they're coming out soon. One is Views from the Back Row on the CWF network. And then the other one is Reality of Fiction. All of it has to do with the writing word in different formats. If it's TV, books, movies, and it allows me to create a persona out there to a variety of people. That, and along with like having a blog, for instance, really helps with the self-promotion.
Yes, we both have blogs as well, and I've been recently throwing my hand into ghostwriting for various people and writing different genres to show what I can really put out there. And really what you want to do with self-promotion is put your eggs in many baskets as you possibly can. It's kind of like stock. Like, you don't want to just invest in one thing, because people are investing in you. They're not just investing in your book, but because you're a new writer or a new author and they've never heard of you before, they're investing in you. They want to hear your writing. They want to hear your voice thrown on paper, and they're only going to want to do that if you seem even remotely interesting. Obviously, which obviously we're interesting, obviously. But I mean, if we weren't, that would be really, really bad. It would not be great self-promotion, which means that we would not be accomplishing step number 4.
Which now brings us to step number 5.
Step number 5, I'm not doing a different language this time. So step number 5 is take your 15 minutes government appointed break, or a lunch break, or whatever it is that your government gives you. Because remember, this is your passion, and yes, it is your job, but everybody needs a break every once in a while. You need to self-care, and you really need to make sure that you don't get burnt out, which we learned at this place we shall not speak of. Because if you don't take your break, then you're not going to be able to accomplish your job properly. Plus, when you have those writer blocks and everything, you're going to feel really guilty if you can't just write through it, but you don't want to do that because writer's block writing is not necessarily the greatest writing.
No, it's not.
It's just words thrown on a page so that you can say you did something.
I honestly said like that in like 3 different parts of one sentence, and it was rough.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, take those breaks, because we don't want to get sued, or you don't want to get sued or burnt out, whatever. Those are the laws of the Canada. So take your breaks, okay? Because while this is a full-time job without insurance, if you're from America, you're probably used to that. Sorry. It is still a passion, and it's still something you love, and you shouldn't burn yourself out while doing it, because it could turn into something that you hate. The whole point of this channel is about going from people who have full-time jobs and are trying to pursue their passion to people whose passion is their full-time job. And to be able to do that, it's to set into place these different parts that help equate to sustainability. So now that we have given you the orientation of what this job entails, and we told you how you get to take a break, we hope that you can take what we've taught you and really apply it to being the best that you can in your field.
Yes, in your field. Because this is a field, and we want you to be sustained through it. We want to be sustained through it. That's our eventual goal through this, like she said. So comment. Let us know if this is something you would want to do every day for your everyday job, or if you're one of those people that thinks that your passion should just stay your passion. Let us know if you want to be a unicorn trainer. Let us know what you wish you could do every single day.
And be sure to follow us on our social medias. Be sure to subscribe and like the video and hit the little notification so that you are told when we do put out videos. We do post every single Wednesday, and whenever we finish reading a book, we also post an extra book review. So be sure to look out for those as well.
Yeah, she'll definitely have more of those because she reads 10 times as fast as I do, but I will try to keep up. And we'll catch you on the flip side
of the page.
I literally forgot how to introduce myself.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Numero 3. Is that how you say it? Numero? Whatever. Numero 3.
If you're gonna say numero.
Okay, numero.
I think numero is, yeah,
Spanish because it's
Yeah.
Okay.